Hello, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of Ruel. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy, or peace and blessings to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. All right, this is not going to be very long. I just wanted to highlight something. This YouTube channel is called, as you can see, Tales from the Streets, and they interview like the homeless population, mainly out in Arizona. And these things called blues, these pills that are, of course, are man-made in this wicked kingdom, is wreaking havoc on these Edomites in some northern kingdom, Jake, but mainly the Edomite. And I don't know if she's an Edomite or not, but it really doesn't pertain to uh, the overall subject matter of what we're about to get into. This is just showing that the Spirit of the Lord is being poured upon all flesh, right? Everybody has something to say about the MOTB or can link it somehow, some way. So if anyone that is of Israel or claims to be an Israelite telling you that the mark of the beast isn't the CHIP, right? They are a false prophet, and they preach not according to this word. And we'll get those too. We'll get a couple of the scriptures out. But I'm gonna bear with me later. I don't exactly remember where she says it, but give it about 30 seconds, 30 45 seconds.
And literally.
And I'm sorry. She's saying the background is anybody can end up where she's at. So she doesn't understand why people look down on her or the other folks that are struggling with addiction and are homeless.
People that are billionaires wake up homeless. All of a sudden they're homeless one day. And they were billionaires before. Some of the testimonies, like I said before, are crazy. The things people had that are in the streets now. The lives they used to have. Business owners and this and that, just all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I've been to 3 countries, different countries, in lower 48 states and everything. It's like, and I'm just saying, like, it's crazy. Like, anybody could be where we're at, but yet they want to act like they do and treat us like they do. I would think you guys would want to be a little more observant and a little more interested in the way we live and why we live like that and stuff, and learn maybe from us, because the day is coming that you guys are going to have to go through similar things. The day is coming. If it ain't because of your own choices, it's because God. Because the day is coming where everything's going to change. Buy, sell, trade, no, we won't be able to do that unless you take a certain whatever. And those who don't take that mark, which you already know, I'm talking the gospel right now, it's going to be the world like this. That's what we're going to live in.
You heard it. First, Joel 2:28, and it shall come to pass afterwards, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. Right? So you can scour the internet and see all the different examples of folks talking about they see a big angry black man coming, and they were terrified. It was a little baby a couple of years ago. A little young girl was just stricken with terror, and she was telling the story, telling her dream, and she couldn't say it without huffing. And you know how after you first get a whooping and you you doing that huffing, she was in fear. And that is the fear that Yahushua is going to invoke upon this entire planet upon his arrival. Of course, let me go back to Isaiah 8, because I said spoke about them not preaching according to the gospel. We can do 19 as well. Yeah. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep and mutter, should not a people seek unto their God, for the living to the dead? Right? So basically saying, why are you consulting the dead for matters of, folks that are alive? And when that day comes, when that time comes, and folks who haven't worked on building that inward man and building that faith and and building a relationship. If Yahweh Shai had called you, if you were called Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because he chooses. Christians love to say, "I gave my life out to God. I'm saved. I chose Jesus." Whatever. That ain't how it works. That's not scriptural. You can look it up, and where Yahweh Shai says, no man comes to the Father but through Him, and you have to be called. So if you are called, and you don't go any further but just knowing you're an Israelite and fringe T-shirts and stuff like that, your faith will waver in that day, and you're gonna be singing alternative means as opposed to calling on the name Yahweh Yahweh Shai, because there's power in that name, there's protection in that name. And I did a video yesterday or earlier today, maybe, I don't know when. It may have posted today with a couple of scriptures on trusting in the Lord, not leaning into your own understanding. And then, of course, the obligatory Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark. All right, and she spoke on it, and she made a very interesting comment saying, "I don't know why y'all look down on us. I figured you'd be, if you had any wherewithal," basically what she's saying, you would be asking how we get around, how we survive day to day. Because at the blink of an eye, at the flip of a switch, any one of us could be in her position. And I thought that was very interesting. That's very eye-opening and very telling. Because it's true, any one of us, you never know what the Lord may take you through, except the only difference is if you are standing firm and you know the name, and you have a healthy fear of the Lord, and you're under the vibration of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, right? Things go a little differently for you as opposed to somebody that doesn't have the Spirit. But of course, I didn't want this to be too long. This was just something I thought was very interesting. You heard it out of the mouth of, even an addict. And it is not no shade or no shame unto this lady. I have no idea who she is. But I just thought that it was interesting that the Spirit of the Lord has truly gone out into the earth where everybody's talking about this thing now. 10 years ago, nobody, it was, you talking that shit, blah, 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 right? Because, 10 years ago, I didn't know anything. Now look at it. You can walk up to somebody on the street and this thing is seemingly common knowledge. So with that being said, I pray that you were edified. Repent, repent, repent. Okay, Jacob's trouble is right at our door. Of course, that is one prophecy. The MOTB is another one. However it gets implemented, it is what it is. Just learn to walk and lean and trust with Yahweh Bashim. Trust Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And of course, I'm preaching to self first before I say anything to anyone else. All right. So with that being said, Shalom.